Hello everyone, welcome back to Fallout New Vegas Old World Blues. We just got done upgrading everyone in the sink. I think what's next is we have to get all audio samples for the jukebox. Oh, shouldn't be too hard. I never have any ammo for this. Yeah, this might be the best thing to use at the moment. The Forbidden Dome entry or here. Let's go in here real quick, see if we can't find House O or 0. Yep, looks like the House of Dr. O. Somewhere in here. I guess upstairs, I believe. Let's see here real quick. Down here. And over here then. Right there. Tarantula. Tarantula. Go box. Nothing interesting. Oh. And let's see here. There's bound to be another one in here somewhere. There we are. Now I'm guessing up here as well. The upstairs again. I guess this is for Dr. Eights, the sound guy, who ironically can't talk. There we go. These are probably already here and I just didn't notice until now. Alright, nice. Yeah, hopefully this quest will be a lot quicker and easier than the last one, and I don't have to fight a rocket-toting jack-off robot again. Keyword is hopefully, not definitely. Luckily I don't have the Wild Wasteland perk on. Otherwise, we'll have to fight a very small but still just as deadly Deathclaw named Spike. A reference to the Gremlins. Never really watched it because I didn't grow up during the 80s.
Time to fight.
Oh. Apparently there's some air duels skulking around, and there they are. And they have guns. Alright. Here we go. Alright, I must not have killed these guys when I made my run with this motherfucker. Alright, Ladybird, time to get him. I'll take that, and this. Let's see. Fuck it. And let's repair this real quick. There we go. Yeah! Suck it. Yeah, I have to deal with Ladybird now. I still have to deal with that, asshole. Right. Maybe the shotgun might be the best option. And my arm is nearly broken. I'm sorry, Ladybird. You're almost out of ammo. I need to shoot this guy now. I said now. Oh, fuck off. There we go. 12 gauge. Why not? I probably need to repair my shit after this bitch. 12 gauge. Why not? Why not? Actually, eh. Still gotta look the part. Gotta do what I can to look the part. So t-shirt and jeans, nothing else. I also gotta heal. So this. Some good old water curve fungus. And some good old Nuka-Cola. Now that's the spot, I tell you what.
Prepare to be attacked by Dr. Laser Sting!
Up, there we go. Good to see that this is still effective. Oh shit. What the fuck was that damage? Oh. Yeah, I gotta get my survival up so I can actually get more healing stuff. Shit. Shit. There we are. Haha! There we go. There. Ah, you can take it, Hank. These are some right old bastards, I tell you what. I don't even have those. Evelyn, I don't need that mamby-pamby psycho. I got some good old Alamo beer.
You won't escape me.
Come on, come on, you bastards, come on.
Roll, Scorpion, attack!
Up.
Destroy this
Come on.
one. I'll
Come on.
make more.
There we go. There we go. Alright. Let's get this last audio. Oh shit. Oh, that's some bullshit. Alright, fuck it, I'm feeling stupid. Well, we know this is probably maybe this is like Dark Souls rules. Just stick to the Alright. It is not Dark Souls rules. I can't just hug the crotch and keep whacking. I might have to... no. Okay, this ain't working. Let's see, maybe I have some doctor bags. I do not. I have nothing. And I'm dead. Again. Okay, just run past him and then... Come on. Where's the actual gun that I need? There we are. Haha. I should be safe up here. Okay, there's gotta be like some type of cover I can actually take. Yeah, I'll take all that.
X-42, attack in the name of Mobius!
Well, I'm actually might be
Go
safer
back
up
to
here.
patrol, you piece of junk! Looking for a weak spot? There are no weak spots! Looking for a weak spot? There are no weak spots!
Well, I might have crippled it, hopefully.
You can't avoid the deadly laser sting of Dr. Mobius!
I just did, asshole. See? All you gotta do is be smart about it and not get an ad. Alright. There we go. Ha.
Disable me from the monitors around the room!
There we are. Alright, time to see. I have some right away, hopefully. I do. Well, my radiation level decreased. I'm only suffering from mild radiation poisoning now. Speech, let's put that there. 5 and 50. Let's see here. There we are. That's what I was hoping for. I got resistance to addiction, 50% health bonus from snack foods, and all the alcohol can heal me now. But I also have to wonder if cow. Oh. That's good enough. And I can certainly use a drink. Maybe a couple. Maybe several. Hank drinks a lot, so. Alright. I'm not even here to do the main quest, I'm just here to do the side quest. Another Lar. One. There we are. Ammo. More ammo. Please don't break. Okay. Alright. Maybe I should just get through the quest already, but then again, I want to make sure I get this. There we are. Could I use that? Oh well. What's done is done. To the garden. I have so many cells.
Think tank. I wouldn't even use binary to describe my exponential hatred for you.
Oh, Morbius. Motherfucker. Oh, I forgot about these guys. Yeah. Fuck. You think you're the only robot who can fuck me up? Oh, you are doing me a wonder, actually. Man, I got so many of these, I'm gonna have to shoot them. Feast upon it, you asshole! God damn it! A fucking... Oh. That was lucky. Oh. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I completely forgot about the goddamn Mr. Gutsies. Alright. First, I think I should just return to the sink real quick. Maybe see if I can't use any of these new audio samples to my advantage. I'm on.
Was the haps.
Uh,
Did.
let's see here.
Right on. Was the hap.
Available. Gabriel Spark. Robot Scorpion. Tarantula.
Was
Oh,
the
come
hap.
on. Let me recalibrate my damn thing. Let's see here. Uh, sorry, Ladybird. Ooh.
Might I be of service?
Why do I still
Might
have
I
these
be of service,
this
sir?
boxing tape? Let's see. What do you have? Hmm. Oh, wait. Almost forgot. Got to heals up real quick. I'm right now at full health as it is, but my limbs, on the other hand, they could easily just break without... Yeah, you know how limbs are. They break easily without it you're really noticing. Until it's too late. Okay, I'll go here so I'm not dropping in the middle of a fucking war zone. Already. Okay. Come over here. One crate. Fuck. Eh. Ah! Yeah, it's probably not the best weapon to use against them, but I have so many energy cells, and I'm not sure what to do with them. Eh. Alright, this is working. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, there he goes. Looks like I found... Yeah, Gabriel Sparks, my new favorite thing. Oh, there's patient zero. There we go. With a crippled head, he can't do too much to me now. And with a crippled arm, leg. Okay. Take that. I'll take that. I'll take that as well. I'll take the seed package, of course. Take that, because I can use it to repair my thing. Make it, make it. Okay. Big ass crystals. And don't break. Okay, good. Alrighty. And into the fray we go once again. Hopefully we don't get jumped by every living thing in the wasteland. Alright. Waiting for everything in the wasteland to jump me. Oh, come on, you cowards. Alright, well, I guess... Hey, I'm not complaining. I ain't complaining one bit. Come on. Alrighty. Well, I guess I'll just mosey on up here so I can actually shoot the damn thing. Well, I guess it's not too much of a problem if I don't need to kill it. Alrighty. Some good old cave fungus. And the last thing somewhere nearby. Yeah, I guess it's just that spore thing up there at the moment. Do I have to go up top? Most likely. Yep, danger, danger. Let's see here. Where is it? Hmm. Maybe I'll do this circling around. Eh. Alright, that's not working. Oh, no wait. Forgot there was over here. Some rock flower. Maybe it was over here. Or I can find the thing. Alrighty, where the hell is it? Can't see jack diddly shit. Oh, no. Big book of science, that's useful. But not what I'm looking for. It's gotta be within this area. It's all, well, was plant-esque. Maybe it's around here. I shouldn't be complaining about the Mr. Gutsies. I'm not gonna complain about that. Just one. No, I shouldn't say that out loud because I already know they're gonna spawn all of them right behind me. Now. No. Ready? Making a circle around, probably not.
Attention, Big Mountain. There's a 95% chance of clear skies interrupted with artillery fire.
Okay, yeah, I am not anywhere near there again. Maybe it's where I found the other seed bag. Come on. There we are. So, okay, yeah. This is looking more... Let's see here. Okay, yep. Come on. Shooting you in your mouth hole. Your weird gaping mouth anus thing. I'm sorry that I said that. I just... Alright. Turn the samples to the sink. Please let this be the last sink thing, or quest. And
You got some plans for me, don't you? Yeah.
alrighty.
Ah, yeah. Well, hell.
Let's see here. There we are.
Got any nuts? No? I don't know.
There we are. Completed. Oh, muggy. Oh, I got a lot of things removed, and...
Well, hell.
Ready? Let's just...
Couldn't stay away, could you? Yeah.
Oh, let's see here.
I knew you'd be back.
And I'm gonna need some baroque flowers. Maybe another Xander root, so I can make 10. There we are. Oh, I need more science. Son of a bitch. Well, I think that's all the sink stuff done. Time to get through Old World Blues, finally. And I think I've just done one of the big cruxes of the quest as it is. The game randomly, well, a random cut in the video, the game just had to go and crash on me. So here we are. That's a big door. Or am I crouching? Okay. Alright, let's get this over with. Alright, you demented man, thing, brain and jar. I'm here to get my innards back, and you ain't stopping me. Oh, Morbius. Brain tank.
Imaginary numbers right now. Hmm? Oh, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. Little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Oh, is this better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
Oh, thanks.
I have all sorts of amazingly science-erific thoughts and ideas when those chalky talent... I forget them all not long after, though. Especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations. Although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
You weren't exactly what I was expecting.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
Why'd you steal my brain?
Oh, a variety of reasons. You're something of a homily. Anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
Exactly. I want my brain back so I can leave.
Now, that seems to be rather hormonal of you. Flight or fight response, you know. Hard to cut that out completely. Your brain is here, safe with me. We chat over mentats.
I was curious about some things.
Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Oh, maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers.
I could fix your monitor, but I won't be getting ghosts. Deceptions. I can fix that.
The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, good, better. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon mentats break.
I need my brain back.
Do you? You seem fine. And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes. I find things curious.
So I guess you don't seem aggressive. Why the broadcast threats to the think tank?
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
Alright, so apparently good old Dr. Morbius is far. Well, The brain.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been, hmm? Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
Are you my brain?
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
Why are you such a dick?
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Hmm? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment?
Of course, you're responsible. You're my brain.
I most certainly am not. I'm the seat of all reason and logic in our little partnership. All those feelings that motivate you, that sense of righteousness and that rush you get when you help someone, do you know where those come from? Glands. They come from glands. Free of the tyranny of your ape-like and primitive endocrine system, I can see how foolish your motives are.
Oh, come on. That stuff was fun.
Fun? Fun? Is tetanus fun? Hmm? Is rickets? What about sepsis, huh? Enjoy that, do we? The things you do with our body are suicidally dangerous, and if you could silence your glandular impulses, you would hear me screaming at you!
How the hell did Mobius get hold of my brain?
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome.
Seems pretty unlikely, sir. How do you manage that?
I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though. Well, as long as you're curious. I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
What about the good things? All the cool breeze on your cheeks and the smell of food and love.
Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones.
So would you rather stay here, never leaving that tank, or other stuff? Well, if you like being stuck in there so much, maybe I'll just leave you.
Well, certainly there might be some things I miss about being ambulatory. We have seen some incredible sights, haven't we? Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown. But still, given the tremendous, potentially life-ending peril that went along with those, yes, I'd rather stay. Of course.
Alright, so we apparently don't have enough speech at the moment. Let's see here. There's gotta be something that might raise my speech up a little bit. Shit. I figured we need speech at some point. Let's see.
If you want me back, first, showers! Second, regular checkups. Regular, mind you, and from a reputable doctor. Third, You need to listen to me more than your hormonal choir and genitalian orchestra. Promise me that.
Fine. Deal.
Really? I didn't expect you to actually agree to that. I'm afraid that was a bit of a bluff, really. I'm not going with you. Oh, no. It's true, the brains here have experienced some degree of...
Nice. God damn it.
Actually, yes. What did you think all those self-preservation instincts were? All those times you thought for a fleeting second, maybe I shouldn't punch that death claw in the face. That was me. Ugh, crawl back in there? Are you mad? I don't know where you've been. For all I know, you're riddled. I'm not crawling back into your head just to ooze right back out again. Even if I believe you, and I'm not saying I do, we still have one significant problem. Even if I wanted to settle myself back in your skull and go to all the trouble of reconnecting nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
Why we... Then let's go make them share. Let me think about this.
Ha! Oh no, you don't need this hassle. You're too busy treating your body like a canvas of... Fine!
Great.
I know it's...
So as long as they...
And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently... Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead.
What's so bad about that? Laying brains out. They don't seem to be troubled.
Oh, lovely. We've reached the mindless violence portion of the program. Tell me, what exactly are you, and I use the word loosely, planning? With an attitude like that, it's small wonder you got yourself shot in the head. I'd like to find a nice little place to live, maybe in Good Springs, and settle down where we won't get shot at. Not as often, at any rate. But since that doesn't seem likely, what's your plan? That arrangement suits me fine. Right then, you'd best be off, hadn't you? The think tank will be waiting. No, don't worry about me. When you're gone, I'll flush myself. I can also upgrade the sink's autodock with the procedures to reinstall your heart and spine, assuming you want. With it.
Alright, there we go. Well, I thought I had enough speech. Guess I was wrong. Clearly wrong. Let's see if I can't talk to Mobius real quick. I promise I'll get better.
Oh, I see you and your... I hypothesized after the indignant frequencies my receptors had recepted, such a partnership-based conclusion would be If I recall, I had a plan that was working, whatever it was. I wasn't trying to kill them, just keep them out of trouble. What was that plan? Blast! I probably wrote it down on the floor somewhere.
What was the plan you had?
Something ingenious and needlessly complicated. I forgot I had forgotten pencils until one day I found one. Spent days studying. Well, you could try and appeal to their humanity. That's a tired cliche. And really, when they were humans, they weren't very good humans. Well, there's many things they have forgotten, sitting in their bowls. Friendship, the thrill of discovery. Love, masturbation, the usual. Much like your brain, I am certain there... A wise man once said, the eyes do more than see. Or, if not, you can always make them succumb. Then you came along, and bravery and or desperation trumped that little idea. Back to the drawing board, I suppose. Or is this the end? Hard to tell. Oh, tell them I'm still alive. We had a nice chat, and we agree on a few things. Or you could kill me and lie about it. Either way, it... And if you are partial to lying and deception, well, you could tell them a ludicrous lie. The more over the top, the better. That's my experience. They're more than a little gullible. A better...
Alrighty, well, good chance we might have to lie and or just try to... Well, we could... I mean, the only way I can probably see this going on without killing them is most likely lying. I know Hank's an honest guy and all, but I'm sure he can see the practicality in this. Well, let's see here. Brainless. And I don't want to lose the spine perk because... Yeah, the strength's pretty good. Let's see what the heartless one's like. Yeah, I'll probably just stick with this.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been
I think your due has. So, and now I'm here to go.
I recommend watching your tone with me, Lobot. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again.
I'm not holding out my brain.
Colleagues! Think tank! Alert! Alert!
Well, that didn't work. Ah, fuck it, I'll probably... Alright, that didn't work. Okay, so let's try this again.
What could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask you.
Well,
That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. There's no way Mobius would condescend to step inside you. Besides, there's no way such a thing could be accomplished. It's...
well, no. Damn it.
Blaster with a radio beam!
Come on. Alright, yeah, this won't work. Alright.
Treat me like that.
There. Oh, wait. Shit, I saved during that, didn't I? Okay, yes I did. Yes I did. Delete that one, and let's try this again.
The lobotomy...
Alright.
You are lying. Why would you read?
Maybe you should... your colleagues first.
Nonsense.
Dr. Klein, I must intersect. Please.
I'm not going to harm it. I'm going to dissect.
I cannot stand a sweet breathing organism breathing in and out to suddenly not breathe. We must keep it alive for study.
Gala, these vocalized pauses are unlike you.
Klein, are you sure we've calculated all the combat probabilities here? I mean, the lobotomite confronted Mobius. Plus, you know, we haven't had a COMBAT drill in forever. I don't think we could form a tactical attack triangle if we wanted to.
Releasing the WOMBAT was not my plan, so get off my voice box.
Silencing opinionators.
Wombat.
I, for one, cannot bear to let this continue. I don't see what is to be gained by throwing another body into our labs.
Well.
Especially one that has done us a service, gone where we feared to go. This lobotomite doesn't deserve our knives. It deserves our respect. We should care for it, feed it, nurture it, give it the life Gabe never had.
Why am I even listening to you fools? The Determinators are greater than the Hesitators, so Hesitators, be quiet. We are bigger, smarter, and floatier than you, lobotomites. That is the most
Firing brain
Oh, god damn it.
will be.
Here I thought I was on something. Shit, I guess we had to kill them. I was trying to solve this peacefully, but... well, shit. Fuck me, then. Oh well.
The lobotomite.
Let's see. Can't let you desert. Lovely. So. There we are.
Hey, wait.
Well, I guess we have to kill them. Sorry.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it sucks because I like Dala. Alright. Sure what that did, but it sure showed.
Yes.
I will unleash the incredible power of our atomic attacks.
Nope, here we go. Y'all couldn't listen to reason, and here we are now. At least Dala died happy.
As I've
Well, at least can't cause any damage. Yeah, get certain skills up, folks, if you want to get through this goddamn game, apparently. Oh, I could have used that. Oh, well. The think tank were a bunch of crazies anyway.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others, which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The courier had scoured much of the Big Empty, although secrets still remained in the crater's depths. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The biological research station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat. One of them eventually transferred to the Lightwave Dynamics plant and began a long, unrequited affair with one of the holograms.
The sink continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it.
Eventually, it gained access to the magnetohydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean. Once it learned of the innovative toxins plant, however, it gained new purpose. It sought to develop antitoxins to flush into its drains and counteract the poisons bleeding into the soil.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy, except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names much too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 continued to scan for the subject and the stealth suit prototype long after the test was over. Frustrated and unable to find its lost technology, X-13 expanded its network of laser tripwires, sensors, and robo-brains out across Big Mountain. This glittering blue light beam forest cleanly bisected anything that entered its depths, slicing them into small segmented parts for easy disposal.
The courier left the brain at the Big Empty. A strange thing to say, but it was the truth. Brains are less important than they may seem. When the courier's body finally passed, the brain was saddened. It kept on, remembering the vessel that had once contained it. Even at the end, when it started to fail, however, the brain resisted going into a floating chassis like the think tank. It never said why. Perhaps it was out of respect for the courier's body.
Now you want to think back.
Must come to an end. And to hang on to the past is something that's not to be undertaken lightly.
The think tank basement, filled with lobotomized robotical frames of the doctors, now served as a graveyard. The monitors had recorded the battle in its entirety, including the think tank's final, shrill, terrified screams, whimpers, and pleas for mercy. They broadcast these humiliating last moments as a warning to anyone approaching the perimeter that other smarty pants were not welcome. The courier was the inheritor of the Big Empty, and there was room for only one will in the halls of the think tank dome.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, old world blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Well, folks, that's Old World Blues. Oh.
Please, please, please tell me you stomped Dr. O's brain into a flat. Who's the flatware bitch now? You?
Well, everyone, that was Old World Blues. The ending was a bit longer than I thought, and this episode's the longest I ever done. So, hopefully you enjoyed it, and I was really hoping to go for a much... the ending was pretty good. Even though me and the brain couldn't reconcile, we still had our ways. So, everyone, thank you for watching, and of course, stay safe, stay classy, and have a good time. Thank you.